So I just wrote a blog post about how I spent $120 on acai and acai bowls last month in July. And the main ideas were that the reason why I can do that and spend a lot on, gratuitous things like acai bowls and going out to the movies and eating overpriced popcorn and going bowling and all this other stuff is because of an idea that I learned called conscious spending. And then the idea is that you know what you value and you know what's important, and so you optimize your money and your resources for things that deliver high value to you, so your long-term goals, but also short-term happiness, so the things that you really enjoy doing and spending your money on. So instead of just spending money on things without knowing, you're consciously saying, hey, these things I don't really care about. Me personally, I don't really spend a lot of money on clothes. I'm not a big clothes guy. I don't spend money on shoes or clothing or going out. Going clubbing or other activities like that, those aren't my things. Those might be someone else's things, but they're not mine. And so therefore, for things like that, I will mercilessly cut my spending on those things. But things that I do enjoy, that I love to do, I will consciously allocate more budget towards that, or more of my spending. So I'm being more conscious and more aware of it. So it's kind of like being able to identify what you truly value. Not only that, but in the book that I reference in my post, I Will Teach You to Be Rich, the author Ramit Sethi says that when you can automate your finances and make sure that you're spending the correct percentages towards investing and saving and your long-term goals, then you should be able to allocate a certain percentage towards things that make you happy. And the next idea is happiness, optimizing your life for happiness. I also reference a book called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and Maria Kondo, the author, talks about how we should be surrounding ourselves with things that spark joy in us, whether that be items and our possessions, but I've also applied this to what I do, my activities, and that includes what I spend my money on and what I consume. So things like acai bowls make me happy. They taste delicious, they look delicious, and they don't make me feel like crap. And so I enjoy eating them, and I can do so guilt-free in a sense, because I know that it adds that sort of value and happiness in my life, even though it's kind of short-term. And the last idea in my post is scarcity versus abundance. And so now some people may be running with their old internal scripts of, oh, I must be frugal, I need to save a lot of money, and that's great, and those things get you by at a certain level. But if you have this scarcity mindset of always you need to be frugal, then you're kind of draining, or you're not allowing yourself to enjoy life to the fullest. And I think it's important to have this mindset of abundance where I do have enough and I can be generous with my money, my resources, and my time. And that, in turn, I believe will attract more of the wealth and abundance. I find that the more that I give and the more generous I am, it's strange how more I'm given and how much more I feel blessed and things come to me. Not because I'm not giving because I'm trying to get stuff back, but just the idea of knowing that, hey, I have plenty, I've been blessed with so much, I should give more back. And somehow that seems to lead to more blessings into my life. And I know many people, and there are many stories of similar situations where the more these millionaires give away, the more they tend to make more money. And it's a weird sort of principle of the universe, where the universe supports what supports the universe and whatnot, and gratitude and abundance. And I really believe it's all in the mindset. So those are the main points, thought for the day, to go along with the blog post I just wrote.